today I am playing Doki Doki again, because I am extremely curious about the mature rating, the blood, the violence, the depression, the anxiety, the stuff that has not popped up yet. And that's pretty much it. Am I not live? How did I go live? Oh, okay, I'm live. I have no idea if any of that got picked up, but I'll just repeat it just in case. I'm just curious about the depression, the anxiety, the violence, the blood of this game, yet none of that has happened yet. Hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. That's so embarrassing that you think that. I don't remember what I last read. I didn't mean it in a bad way. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Hey, Gunner, welcome to the stream. Just a heads up, this is a mature game apparently. 18 plus, or for a mature audience, I really don't know how to explain it. It's classified as a horror game, but it's definitely a dating sim. A high school dating sim. It's a reading game, a dating sim. I don't know how you describe it, but I seriously do not know what I got myself into. I streamed part 1 on Twitch yesterday, so this is technically halfway through the game. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri excels, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Don't spoil it, because I still kinda want to figure it out myself, okay? But I'm glad that you are aware. So far, to my knowledge, it's a reading game and it's a dating sim. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. Alright, thank you. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? If I remember correctly, I definitely made my poem more towards Yuri. So I'm gonna save her for last, or Monika for last, since she's, the president. Oh, I like this one, Slender. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes okay, so, yesterday's poem was more towards sorority. This one is definitely more towards Yuri. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Slender. Never, ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one? Well, yesterday I accidentally went with sorority instead of Yuri. Well, I'm not really good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. You like food, I know that part about sorority. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. Can't see you liking something sad, Sorori. Well, I like happy the most. Sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head. A sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sorori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh? It is? Maybe I'm better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Slender. Should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh, why is your poem so much longer than the last one? Is it because you actually took time this time? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, and all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. Someone... oh. Yeah. 2 times speed to catch up, alright. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friends, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring dark cave, discovering the secrets hidden in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pulled them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Why is the poem 2 hours long? Good question. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Manga taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Aha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sorori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Yeah, I agree, Gunner. I wonder if this one is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes make it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki, Cupcake Girl. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sorori's poem from yesterday. What was her poem yesterday? I don't really remember it. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sorori has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so Fluffy spends so much time with someone like you. I'm Fluffy. It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. I could say we each take care of each other in our own way. How is this a stream doing so well? I have 3 people watching. I really did not expect this from this type of game. I literally put no effort into my stream at all. I have no thumbnail, I barely did any description, all of that. I'm not going to complain though. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Yeah, Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders, but her friends start to like spiders too. That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies, it doesn't matter if she keeps it private, it doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross, she's gross, the world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Yeah, it's like half as long. It's not bad. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course. No, are you gonna do like a 3-hour long poem tomorrow? Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I don't have to explain it. Sometimes, yeah, you really don't need to explain the fact that you don't like spiders. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby, or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'll make fun of you, think less of you. Make the dictionary? That's the origin of the dictionary, probably. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that, and I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Oops. Okay, good, it's Yuri. Let's see what you've written today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Slender. How did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offered the patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. This probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Hey, welcome to the caught up part, minion. Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Oh right, she's cursive. I struggle with cursive, because it's all just, oh my god, it's like 5 hours. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the cutting of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequence, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon inseminates its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the nearly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I bandage my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic, not trying, conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more methodical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. I was struggling to read it because it's cursive, okay? That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? What do you mean, Gunner? Huh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anyone. Sorry for muting up, you know, stuffy nose. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Who should I show my poem to next? Hey guys, let's take a group vote. Who should I go to next? Like, there's so many options on who I should show my poem to next. I'm not sure who I should. It's really difficult to choose who I should show my poem next to. Monica, you sure? Cause there's also Monica as an option. I think I might have to go with Monica instead of Monica. Yeah, I think sorry Gunner, but I'm going with Monica instead. Hi again, Slender. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Nah, I'm good. Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. She's in silence. Alright, great job, Slender. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go from something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not really fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I sure do. That's why I wrote it. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sorori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. She is the president, after all, so she is probably, like, really good at reading. Like, literally the president of a literature club. Or my poem was like 2 lines. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all their nuisance. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Nope. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Huh? That's not... Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flash and expand and piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony? What is that? Of meaninglessness. Noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Since contagion. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load you. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kinda like playing with my space on the paper. Math? Where are you getting math from, minion? Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Oh, I get what you're coming from, minion. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Oh, right. I thought her arm was a scroll. I was like, you're giving me a scroll? But, yeah, never mind. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone and I'm back to not being able to read anymore. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Did we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put it together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Yeah, I think they're ghosts. They just appear out of nowhere. good advice. Make sure to save your game while writing. Yes, of course. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sorori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. How do you perform if you're a literature club? Are you literally just going to be reading in front of people? That's why it's a horror game? Yep. Monika? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sorori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sorori, who's been coloring the poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagine it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sorori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. I literally joined this club for one cupcake. I wasn't here for poems or books or anything like that. I'm here because of cupcakes. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? Are you talking to me, Monika? I came here for cupcakes. I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes to stand in front of the room for 2 minutes and recite a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sorori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I literally joined for cupcakes. You cannot say I agree when I joined for cupcakes. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sorori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Yeah. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Haha, that's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika! This is too sudden! Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh, no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebooks to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply motion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sorori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sorori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches the sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It is called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. That's actually kind of a good name. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into your books. Her I can't English. Quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she insinuates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered her even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sorori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sorori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sorori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sorori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sorori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sorori meant when she says she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sorori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sorori. Even Slender liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sorori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Slender. It's not like I can comprehend to you guys. Compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Slender lower everyone's standards a little before I have to go. Natsuki. It's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Can I actually read my poems for once? Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Oh, I can't read my poem. I don't even know what my poem is. Tough. Yeah. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alrighty then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I was kinda hoping to hear my poem, but it's just a bunch of random words. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki, not trying, gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you looking at me? 'Cause you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little, but she's still a little not trying. Her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, hence jump, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you, say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for this club. Makes me really happy. Yeah. No problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same not trying as Saori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monika, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Saori? Yep! Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? Is not at the club? What? I think it's a short game. I might finish it. It's okay, Slender, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Yeah, I might finish the game, I'm not sure. How about come with Saori once more? Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Saori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Saori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. Huh? I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Saori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I looked it up, it said it was like 4 hours. And I played a little bit yesterday. Oh, I get to choose. Yeah, I'm sticking with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Saori? Can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay, another poem. Okay. Gotta go with Yuri, nightgown. Okay, wrong word. After image? Yep, okay. Gotta go with, like, symbolism. Cheeks. I don't know that, no, I'm going with Netsuki this time. Graveyard, Inferno. Yep, that word. Haven't sent? Yep, okay, let's go. On ending? I don't know. Should've chose your friend. Yeah, but if it's a dating sim, might as well go with, like, the character I kinda wanna go with. At this point, I'm committed. Ooh, I'm so good at choosing the words that Yuri likes. Kawaii. Despise? Yeah, there we go. Happiness. True. Yeah, yes. Okay, ooh, I'm so good at choosing these words. Just ignore the first couple too. Misery. That one might be sorority. Infallible, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Philosophy? Nah. Uncanny. Vivid. Gotta go with, like, symbolism. Anime. Anime would definitely be Natsuki. I know that one for a fact. Disaster, judgment, unstable. Judgment, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Ooh, you actually bring up a good point, because the first couple of days I've been trying to go for Yuri. And, of course, Yuri likes my poems because I was going for, like, her. Oh, you actually bring up a really good point. Am I gonna be playing this game off camera to figure stuff out? Now that you said that? No, not sorority. Determination. Heartbeat. Secretive. Question. Dark. Precious. Oop, nope, not sorority. I don't know. Fantasy? Oh, that's Natsuki. Excitement, passion. Okay, one more. Misfortune. Oh, that was sorority. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. Now you're excited for the festival? Weren't you just complaining literally like less than 24 hours ago? It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you... Thanks, Monica. Thanks for reading my mind. Weren't you complaining about it yesterday? I just said that. Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. I expect that from sorority because she likes food. You sound a bit like I know this game too well now. I've mastered this game's dialogue. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people? I'm the master of Doki Doki Literature Club because it's right in your name. Monica? Monica. How is that squid? Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. I feel like I'm missing something. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sorori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sorori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sorori is sitting at a desk in a corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sorori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sorori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sorori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monka if she knows anything about Sorori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Slender, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sorori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sorori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Slender. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she... Am I actually going to the, dark side of this game now? I hope so. 'Cause... I mean, that sounds sad, but there's a reason why I play this game. I want to know that reason. Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? Saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Slender. Me? How on... I did say I would walk home with Yuri instead of her just last night. I think I messed up. How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sorori talks about you more than anything else you know. Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. And then I said I would walk home with Yuri. Oh no, did I just ruin the friendship? I like how I started off with this game as a horror game, and now Minion is convinced on buying it. By the way, Minion, I did not buy this game. I got it for free for PlayStation Plus, so just a heads up on that. That's why I'm playing this, is one, it said it was horror, and two, it was free for me. So, seriously, do not spend your money unless you actually want to. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sorori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. But every time I see her, I'm with her, so I would always see the sunshine. I messed up. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Slender. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around. I know this game so well! I am this game! I said too much. I'm sorry. What do you know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget what I said. I tried to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know why I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sorority is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sorority and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sorority told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that Lynn just weighed me down so much? And pick Sorority? You want me to replay this game again so I can go with Sorority? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. But now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I'm being watched in game? I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you want to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you're right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sorority. Sorority? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. Oh my god, am I actually getting to the depression stage of this game? Sorority, did I make Sorority depressed? I'm sorry, Sorority. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sorority and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little bit too much. Slender. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sorority is a very complex person. Her mannerism on the outside don't always match that what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I notice her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sorry, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess? But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, and she was searching for something. Embraced, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries and mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel the way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is, but it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? I think Yuri knows something. Yes, let's go. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. And to mention for yourself as well. You should just accept that and pick sorority. I am committed to Yuri, okay? I'm committed at this point. Yuri stands up and makes her way. How am I getting committed to a dating sim? I just realized that. I'm like committed to a dating sim. That's something I would never expect in a trillion years. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind of with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches the electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in and I came here for depression, okay? I got no depression so far, so it's I feel really bad for saying this, but I have to make sorority depressed. I am making her depressed so I can get something worth my free money that I spent on this game. I feel really terrible for saying that, and they're like fictional characters that don't even have voice lines. I'm their voice. I'm them. Like, this is so funny. I never expected to be here. Yeah, they basically just have a thing to make tea. And yeah, I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerism. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Eh? We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher together. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Shush, Monika, shush, shush. That's... Monika, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Slender in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Slender. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Oh, it's so silent. I don't like it. I don't like the silence. Are you gonna stab me? Is this where the blood comes in this game? Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Is Monika gonna snitch to sorority? Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monika to judge people like that. Slender, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them, anyway. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Huh. No. Why do you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Slender, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. I'm kind of curious if Monika did tell sorority. Slender, do you like oolong tea? Yeah, what's oolong tea? I don't know the names of teas. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not expert on tea or anything? Uh-huh. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. You even have tea leaves? Wow, she's going extreme. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Slender. It's very endearing that Yuri wasn't kindled. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for us, each of us. Slender, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? Wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunch over like that while reading? Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. Ooh, give her chocolate. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sorori's candy radar. Oh no. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri eyed and sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. Give her chocolate. As if in sync, we assumed the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Yeah, seriously, they have a lot of desk. It's kind of strange. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Feed her the chocolate. I'm getting into a dating game. I'm getting way too immersed in a dating game. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it, but as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focusing on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth, then take another chocolate, feed it to her, and I hold it up to Yuri. Oh my god, I know this game so well. I am me. I have become the game. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Minion's jealous that I didn't choose Sorori. Okay, Minion. I might do a second playthrough for... No, I might do another playthrough of all the characters. Like, one for Yuri, one for Netsuki, one for Sorori, and one for Monika. If Monika is an option, because I can't write poems for her. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. The game is getting insane. It's a dating sim. Slender. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really intense. Justice for Sorori. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rise up and fall into the rhythm of her breath. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri's parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. Feel her hot breath on my fingers. Oh my god. Hi Monica, jump scare. Okay everyone. Jump scare, I told you! I am inside this game's mind. That's a little concerning. I literally know what's happening next. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Slender, you can help Yuri put away that tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. Don't have to do that. I think the depression part might come into play if Sorori saw that. Oh, 100%. I mean, if she looked up at literally any time, she would see me and Yuri just sitting next to each other. And me feeding her chocolate. Pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Until tomorrow. Yuri. Going straight for Yuri. Slender, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing but short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioned that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Slender, during lunchtime, I ate by myself. Oh, is the depression part Yuri? Oh, am I going to fix her depression? Did you know that? It's a great time to find... Can I eat lunch with Yuri now? Now that I know this, can I actually go to lunch with her? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and oh, she actually probably just wants to be by herself to read. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. People you just know you wouldn't make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysterious of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you. I'm not a know-it-all, Slender. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understand what I was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a different person, Slender. I speak too slowly. Oh, should I start slowing down on my words? I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in my hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Keep forgetting that she writes in cursive. Crap. The one part I don't like about this. Beach. A marvel millions of years into making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface under a clear blue sky and expanse of bliss, beneath gray rolling clouds, of endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently look at you? Click? Look at your foundations until you give in, or will sudden waves send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is telepathic? That is 100% wrong, but I'm keeping it, it's telepathic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to indulge at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Minion, you cannot convince me to go back to sorority. I am sticking with Yuri on my first playthrough. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a methodical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing style or thought process. Oh, so Natsuki is also going to be about a beach. That's cool. Anyway, it was her idea. Why am I getting so into a dating game? I came here for a horror game. Yet I'm actually quite enjoying this game now. It only took several hours, but I'm enjoying this game. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. I actually might do multiple playthroughs of this. I won't make them into videos, but I might stream them. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But I suppose it's not so bad to... Sorry about that, stuffy nose. No, don't ruin my Yuri. You can't ruin my Yuri for me. It's a happy, cheery game. It is no horror, no darkness, no depression, no blood, no violence. It is happiness. Nothing but happiness. You can't convince me otherwise. I just love the difference between like today's stream and yesterday's stream. Yesterday's stream I was like, where's the blood, where's the violence, where's the depression? Now I was like, no, you can't bring this into this game now. I'm actually getting into this game. I would never expect me to be in this type of game. Well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simpler on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, now I'm kind of curious about Natsuki. So, she's also about a beach. Meh. I guess you really haven't learned anything after all. Yeah, that's why I ain't like going for you at all, Natsuki. Thanks for the cupcakes in like day one, but like, besides that, I haven't really liked you. Honestly, I don't know why I get my hopes up in the first place. In all fairness, I don't write my poems for her to like. I write my poems so Yuri can like. It's free? If you want, yeah, go for it. You can actually go for Sorori, minion. What? I didn't think this one was that bad. What did I do wrong? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. She is short. Don't tell me. Ooh, does she realize that I'm going for Yuri? Huh? You're not trying to impress Yuri, are you? Maybe. Definitely not you. What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean looks like I'm in trouble. Calm down, Natsuki. Keep your voice down. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you write it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. Ooh, what would happen if I make the poem even for all three of them? Hello, Tado. Welcome to my stream. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but very much welcome to this weird game that I thought I would never play. Play this game? If you want, it's fully up to you. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be. I am a mind reader today. I've been on point on like the next direction of this game. You can't say I was a mind reader. I am a mind reader. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Yeah, I'm going for Yuri. Why am I so into a dating game? Alright, Sorori. Let's see how you're doing. Hey, Sorori. You back to your happy, cheery self? It's nice, I guess. No! She doesn't say she likes it, she enjoys it, it's great, it's nice, I guess. No! Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri, huh? Oh, Minion, you actually might have been right earlier because she knows this is for Yuri. After, like, going back home yesterday. So, oh, maybe if I went like Natsuki or Sorori, the dialogue would change. I'm actually interested in this game. Which is strange, I would never expect. I wasn't interested yesterday, but I'm interested today. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Yes, I did. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Slender. Sorori. Is there something wrong? Huh? No. Nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sorry. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sorori cheerfully walks out the classroom, humming to herself. Oh. I mean, she knows that we're friends. And she probably knew that I wouldn't not end up with her because I think of her as a friend. Oh man, I'm feeling so bad for Sorori. I'm feeling really bad. Hi Slender, have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? Oh, everyone just knows at this point. I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. Wait, Wait, I didn't read a Netsuki poem. Did she really hate me so much for writing a poem specifically for Yuri that I didn't get to read her poem? I want to read the second beach poem. I just realized that. Did I not read her poem, or is that like just completely gone from my mind? Okay, let me continue. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish you didn't keep so much to yourself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Huh? You completely misunderstood. Haha, calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. What have I been attempting this entire time? Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one, oh. Monika kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The Lady Who Knows Everything. Wait, did I even read a poem from Sorority? Did I get a poem from Sorority? Oh no, I can't remember. Is the only poem I've read Yuri's and Monika's? Anyway, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought, and here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a... Oh my god, I have hiccups, I'm sorry. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady, I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount of nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. With a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Alright, thanks, Gunnar. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so I accidentally skipped that. Sorry, Monika. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put in so much effort. I can't English. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they will want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having our own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. Oh, so Rory left home, so I can walk Yuri home. Because if she stayed, then she would know that I'd go up to her like, hey, you want to go home? I can't do that if she's already home. I can't walk Sorority home, because there is no Sorority to walk home. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Huh? Stagnant air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sorori isn't here. Huh. Seems you're right. Sorori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck does she run off to anyway? I thought she went to pee. Natsuki, please show some things to see. Oh, come on. Huh, she actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you to being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sorori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force her. Huh? That's curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival's preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making I knew it! I absolutely knew that she was gonna make cupcakes. I said it from day one that she needs to make more cupcakes. I said it! I know this game way too well and I hate it. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sorori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri? Yuri, you can, Guys? Can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless? No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now, Natsuki, talented too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sorori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Huh. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know, so you should make some banners and decoration to help set the atmosphere. About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Slender. You can leave me out of it. The one who is truly useless. See? I get myself. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. Yuri, you could always help me out as well. Yuri, I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one like Yuri? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? Yuri, I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. What do you mean by that? I ain't doing chores. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. Oh, you're right, Minion, because there hasn't really been a choice for Monica yet. Still Yuri, though. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the bacon on your own. Slender may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Slender to... What are you saying? That'll be extremely... not try and work. And bacon isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Slender to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? Yuri. So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying that, Yuri. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Slender, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. It's Yuri. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki? Wait, there's 4 options. What was the 4th one? I went straight for Yuri. Hold on, I'm going to rerun my stream real quick. What was the 4th option? Oh, I rewind like way too much. Oh, it's a lost cause, okay. I just went straight for Yuri. I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Slender? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. It was Sorori. Oh no! Now I feel really bad. No. So the options were all 4 of them. I could have helped Sorori too. Oh no. I feel so bad for Sorori. So I think your assistance will be really useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the bacon yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. Why is she sour? She hates my poems. She didn't even let me read her poem today. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Slender? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it turned out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Slender picked me. You know why. Monika knows why, Natsuki knows why, Sorori knows why. Every single person knows why I chose you. Your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kinda surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not really good at it. Sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sorori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sorori would say at a time like this. Because Sorori always helps everyone smile and feel good. No, I kinda appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of this whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. Look at that, I can't walk Sorori home. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Yuri's gonna come up to me behind me like, hey, wanna go home? I turn around. Sorry, I realized I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Huh? My house? Why am I inside this game's mind? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you. Don't underestimate yourself, Slender. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Eh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. Seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. Oh, wait, what? What day was the last day? Was it Friday? I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. Ooh. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sorority since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been wondering about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sorority said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sorority's feelings aside when she might need me? Oh, no. Besides, put Sorority before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sorority's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sorority isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sorority? Hi, Slender. I sit down in her room. Sorority forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. Has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sorority's room is as messy as it always was. That's messy? I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly want to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sorority had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monika told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? I guess you are the vice president. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monika today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sorority stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just want to see how you're doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you two will. So, Sorority smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Slender. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here, you wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sorority? I grab Sorority by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sorority gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Slender. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Saori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Slender? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I'm fully known how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and care into waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Saori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Saori? Huh? Why is it that you never told me about this? Almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Slender. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. That I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Saori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Slender. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it was always. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Saori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. Now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Saori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Slender, Saori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Slender. Saori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Saori's arms remained at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Slender. Saori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I figure out what needs to change. I make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Saori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Slender. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. That's really scary too. Saori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Saori wipes her eyes. If I could spend a whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Saori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be really good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sarari and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sarari is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. If it gives me a choice to spend a day with Yuri or Sarari, I'll 100% go with Sarari. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have restored you and hurried on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. Take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. So did I buy all of these books just to impress Yuri, or did I always have these books? It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you're here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. What's in the desk? Sorry, Yuri. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I look up Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she kept track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements. You know, midlight aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved, and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummaging through her bag. Alright, maybe this game is longer than I thought. I can either stop here and stream again tomorrow, or I can continue streaming for a little bit longer and see how long it goes. So, I'm not sure. Should I end it here? Should I continue? Should I... Is anyone even still here? Because I looked it up, it said 4 hours. And I've been playing this game for... Well, how long have I been streaming now? Then continue. Alright, I can continue then. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candle to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributions to a positive atmosphere. Yeah, of course. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the area itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? Does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. You won't be using the paper for folding or origami. What I like to do is write a different word on each paper. Well, I need about 100 of them. Oh, yeah? Well, will those be used for? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. May attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Slender. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sit on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intersect pattern of waves enchanted into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kinda into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it's kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. Can I see the knife at least, game, please? Feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Slender, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Huh. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Excuse me? I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Please forgive me. Are you a vampire? Do vampires exist in this universe? I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burying it. Yuri? That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyways. Take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger and read. What am I reading? What did I just read? Slender, did you really just do that? Now we're even. I can't even, like, try to do different voices anymore. I'm just laughing. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. Not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil. The air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Slender. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I'll continue to make progress on the paper. What did I just read? After we finished attaching the paper to the ribbons, we laid them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Huh, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back in my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeves, pulling it back on her arm. Oh no. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time causing my head to bump into hers. Kaya! Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quietly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Not in the picture, or not in the game. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. There's still no paint on her. Here, I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Eh? Just for a little longer. Feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What's happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me the dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. Didn't mean space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movement seems clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hastily retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with the white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banners as a whole, it's really pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's any more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait too much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. The important thing is that we got everything done right. Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all of her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounds like she really gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow? Wait. Can't say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can just go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Slender. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Kinda like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sorority? Huh? Ah, hi Slender. Sorority. Just now we weren't... It's okay, Slender. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. Sorry, and... Yeah, there you go, Minion. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sorority beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Wow, she's zoomed off. Is she Sonic? Am I dating Sonic? Oh wait, I'm not dating her. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sorority waves goodbye after her. Sorority, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? Do you know how much fun you were having with Yuri? And how close you got to her? Makes me really happy that you've made such good friends, That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sorori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Slender? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is split in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sorori, don't say that. It's true, Slender. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sorori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sorori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Slender. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sorori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sorori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Slender. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sorori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sorori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always known what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Grizzly Sorori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings, so there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day. With you by my side, then I'll know we'll both be happy. Slender. Suddenly, Sorori wraps her arms tightly around me. He kinda looks like Eren from Attack on Titan. Is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sorori in my arms and pull her closer. You never have to let go of me again. I love you, Slender. I want to be with you forever. Me too. Feel Sorori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sorori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Slender. It's okay, Sorori. Might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step on the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay, I trust you. Sorori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple, I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. But go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Slender. Sorori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Huh? Don't really understand what Sorori meant by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sorori? I don't know. I don't understand. Sorry, excuse me. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sorori. Know that I love her, and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sorori's feeling as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sorori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I got. Sorori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sorori, but Sorori isn't answering her phone. Considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can sorry about that. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sorori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event would be great too. Slender! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she's prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sorori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that on days that is important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sorori told me. And and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Slender. I mean, especially after you exchanged with her yesterday. Kinda left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after you stalker. I stammer embarrassed. Did Sorori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing... Why is the music on? I just realized that. Plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Stalker. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Why is it so quiet? I don't like it. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. Flip through the pages. Each member's poems is neatly printed on its own page, giving it almost a professional feat. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the one they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sorori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out my head, 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 get out of my head, get out my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish this poem. But a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. Huh. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Slender? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Aurora's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sorori, so... Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I don't like the fact that there's no music. I have a really bad feeling on where this game is going, and I hate it. Quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out that after me. I quicken my pace. Oh, we're gonna see Sorori dead. I think she killed herself. I think that's the direction this game is going in. I should have tried a little bit harder for Sorori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I hate the build-up. Please tell me she's alive. I reach Sorori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Yuri might also be dead if she found out. Oh my god, don't say that, minion. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sorori! She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sorori's room, I knock on her door. Sorori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Restart, restart. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sorori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sorori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sorori needed at all. She even told me how painful it was for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent. I probably shouldn't have said anything. I should have just told her she's my friend. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her, like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and no, I should have saved before the decision of the last thing I had. I should have saved before that. Oh no, I have to literally play through the entire game. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. I shouldn't have switched it. I should have stuck with Yuri. And now I carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do. Am I killing myself? But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. End? That's the end? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Whoa, 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 look at that. Why is Sorori Monika? Oh, whoa, look at that. That's new. What did I do? I see an... No! Is Sorori not part of the game anymore? The girl... Is she not part of the game anymore? Did I crash? No? It's an ordinary school day like any... I always tell myself it's about time I meet... Wait, this is different dialogue. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average by spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. What? This game is different. It's a whole new game now. What? The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. Guess I had no choice but to start with the anime club. Slender? Monika, what? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. It was, Sororia. Kinda laughing because in my mind, I'm just thinking that she did not die in this new save, and she just moved to Florida. I like that. We do know each other well. But, like, Monika's talking to me now instead of Sororia. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, basically completely out of my league, so having her smile at me so gently feels so little. What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. She just doesn't exist anymore. Sororia doesn't, like, she doesn't exist. She's gone. I took her out of reality. I'm kinda curious too, Minion. Wait, yeah, if I just go down the list, is it literally just gonna be one person left at the end of the game? Like, let's say if I actually did go with Yuri, and we're like, don't go with her, is she gonna kill herself and then she doesn't exist? And then like, Natsuki and Monica. This game just got a trillion times more interesting all of a sudden. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here, or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Haha, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity, and how to prepare for the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? I'm actually starting a new one. Literature club. Oh no, is it actually a horror game now? Oh my god, if it's actually a horror game now after the first game, that is such a clever game, and I love this game so much more. Where the first part is literally just a dating sim, but then the second playthrough is like a horror game. If so, I love this game so much more. Oh, that's a good theory. Literature. That sounds kinda dull. How many members do you have so far? Ooh. It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us. No! She doesn't exist! At all! Wait, who's the vice president then? It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of our members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Right, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member is a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Slender. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? Minion, I just realized I can't do a sorority playthrough for you. I'm so sorry. I can't do a sorority playthrough. This is literally a new game. I can't do a sorority playthrough at all. I won't ask you to join, but if you could, at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please. Read download. Oh my god, what have I done? What did I do? No, I'm gonna save it here. I'm saving it here. And, I'm gonna stream again tomorrow at some point. Oh my god, this is so cool. I'm actually a fan of this game now. I'm addicted to this game. And just yesterday I was complaining that, wow. 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 It's so much better than I thought. The fact that the first playthrough is perfectly normal until the very end, now the second playthrough is all messed up, and I love that. I absolutely love that. It's insane how fast my mind actually switched on this game. Okay, but it's getting late for me where I'm at, so I'm going to end the stream here. I'm going to stream again tomorrow, and what would I rate this game? As of right now, since I haven't gotten too far in my second playthrough, probably a 7 out of 10. Because at first it's really hard to get into, and the only reason why I forced myself to keep playing is because I looked up how short the game is. That's literally the only reason why I forced myself to keep playing. And once I realized that was only like 4 hours, that's why I'm playing still. But wow! What a wow. I just realized Sorori isn't there, like, at all. She's a mixture between Yuri, Natsuki, and Monika. Like, Sorori's not there in the slightest. She's not. Wow, this game took a dark turn. Anyways, yeah, I'm streaming part 3 of this, I guess, tomorrow. See you next time. Goodbye, thanks for stopping by.